Revelation 2393. From the 3rd of July 1942. Final liberation or bound state in the eternity. Complete detachment from the form also necessitates the complete relinquishment of resistance against God, for even if the soul seemingly loses all external restraints in the death of its body at the end of its life, it nevertheless need not be finally released from its restraint, for it can take the consciousness of its bound state with it into eternity, which signifies precisely that state of torment for it. The soul's surroundings will then still be the same as on earth, that is, on the one hand it will stay where it stayed on earth because it is still bound to earthly matter with all its senses, but then it will always create its own surroundings according to its desire. Consequently, it can still be completely surrounded by earthly matter, even if only in its imagination. Thus it is still sensitively subject to earthly laws, that is, it has the same desire, the same cravings as on earth, but it also has to overcome the same resistances, so that it recognizes its powerlessness and bondage as on earth, whereas the completely free state is also a state of fulfillment where the being no longer faces any obstacles and feels this spiritual freedom extremely happily. The soul has certainly stripped itself of the physical bondage with bodily death, yet it does not yet have the awareness of its freedom until it has reached the degree of maturity which earns its spiritual freedom. And therefore it often does not know of its passing from earth. It still imagines itself to be in its body, and it often takes a long time until it recognizes it, depending on its willingness to serve. Which, however, is only very weak, for mostly such souls are only seized by selfish love and seek satisfaction of their desires for themselves. But since they never find such, after a long time it begins to dawn on them that they in reality no longer possess anything and only ever strive for sham goods, and only then does the process of complete detachment from earthly matter begin, which, however, is still very protracted. And only the detachment from matter, the overcoming of it and the complete thought emptying loosens the soul's cover and means the beginning of its final liberation from form. But unthinkably long times can pass before the being can enjoy the freedom of the spirit. Amen.